Hey there guys, this is Lego King 70 and today I'm going to be reviewing Ionix Tenkai Knights Tenkai Action Pack Set 10508. No, I said I'd review Tenkai Action Pack Set 10510, but there's a complication. There was a complication. And that complication was, I think that this set is a lot better. This set comes with 2 mini humanoid bricks, 1 mini 4-legged brick, and a bunch of other parts. The figures you get are Guardian Zephyrus, or Eurus if you're using the Japanese names, which I will be because it says Eurus on the box. Bravenwolf, and I believe this is the first time we've got this figure. Grayden, definitely the first time we got Guardian Eurus. Unless, of course, you count set 10510, which is when we got the American Guardian Eurus, who was actually Guardian Notice in the Japanese version, but whatever. So, yeah, definitely 2 out of these 3 figures are exclusive, that being Grayden and Eurus. Or not, yeah, Grayden and Eurus. Bravenwolf, some of the accessories are exclusive, but the figure itself you can get in other sets. Grayden I'm not really sure about, and I know for sure that this is the only place that you can get any Guardian other than the Portal/Dropship, which is one of the 2 places you can get Guardian Boreas. So, yeah, let's get an overview of all 3 figures that you get in the set. And just so you know, Grayden's tail originally came straight in the packaging. I had to bend it, and it's not even really holding its shape that well. But, yeah, I'm gonna review these guys left to right individually, and then I'll get another shot of all 3 of them together at the end. So, yeah, let's do that thing now. Okay, so the way this is going to work is I'm going to show a close-up of each figure, broken down to essentially their basic form. Then I'm going to show you a comparison if I have something to compare them to, and then I'm going to show you the form that they are in when you add all the extra pieces. So here is Bravenwolf broken down to just a basic figure knight type character, and as you can see, very nice. I love the new helmet mold that they've been using. It's so much better than that streamlined looking weird kind of one from the originals. He's got a somewhat translucent red sword, transparent red cape, solid red shield with some gray, obviously white core brick, and yeah. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna do a quick comparison to the original Bravenwolf character, because I just happen to have him with me right now. So here's the original standing next to the new figure, and as you can see, the helmet has changed a lot. I like this new design because I really like when things are show accurate. I mean, this design looks nice, but it's really not accurate to the way he looks in the cartoon. So, yeah. Now I'm going to show you all the pieces, the extra pieces you get with this figure, and then I'm going to show you his armored mode, I guess is what you could call it. So here you have a look at all the accessories that you get. Please excuse the camera being shaky. I'm holding it in my hand. It is not on the stand that I normally use, but yeah. You get a grand total of 3 weapons for Bravenwolf, including this sort of gun sword thing and this thing that's just a gun. You got a couple 1x1 plates, a couple of these clip things, some of these which are either feet or shoulder pads, and some of these 1x2 plate tile things. So, yeah, now I'm going to put all of that on Bravenwolf. So here we go. I'm going to do this how the instructions say to do it, so if you don't like the way it looks, of course this is, you know, customizable. You can personalize it. What you're supposed to do is remove the shield, and then that's the first step, I guess, would be to remove the shield, and then you take these plates, these 1x1 flat tile type plates, stick them on his shoulders, then take these 1x2 flat tiles, stick them on the front of his legs, as you can see, this looks really nice. I actually like this. And then what you do is you take these, and these will end up being used as shoulder pads. Not really shoulder pads, but I don't know what these would be called, because they're not really pads. They're just sort of additions to the shoulders, I guess. There we go. Sometimes it's sort of hard to get it right in the hole. There's a hole on the side. And then, for this step, I'm actually going to take it off of the little stand thing that I built for it. You take these and attach these onto the back of the leg. I don't really like this part, but it sort of looks okay, I guess. It doesn't look absolutely horrible. Give him this sort of gun sword weapon. Make sure he's holding on to this handle, not this handle, because this is the actual handle. That's just sort of a little peg for pegging it into things. And then peg this gun into the right hole on the back of his wings. And, yeah. Here we have Bravenwolf in his armored mode. Now, of course, you can't, it gets a little back heavy, I guess. You can sort of have these sticking up if you want. You can have them flat down like this. You can break these off. You know, anyhow you want it. No, it's any way you want it. Anyhow you want it is a Matthewism. But this is sort of how I like to have his shoulders. Again, you can take these clips off if you don't like them. I'm not going to take them off just because I don't want to lose them. But yeah, he looks sort of almost the same from the back, except he's got things sticking out and he's not holding his shield. But he looks very, very menacing from the front. So, that is it for Bravenwolf. And now we're going to move on to Guardian Eurus / Zephyrus. Now, of course, as I mentioned previously, this Guardian actually has two different names, as do most of the Guardians in Japanese and American versions of the show. In the American version of the show, he is known as Guardian Zephyrus, and that is how I know him because I'm American. But in the Japanese or Canadian version of the show, I'm not really sure if it's the same in the Canadian version as is in the American or the Japanese, but definitely in the Japanese version of the show, he is known as Guardian Eurus. And since the packaging calls him Guardian Eurus, I will be calling him Guardian Eurus as well. Now, Eurus does look almost identical to Boreas, except for the fact that he has no coloring on the back of his wings in this area. That would be sort of like a tealish color if it had color. And, of course, this is a tealish color instead of the blue color that we get with Boreas, who is the only Guardian to keep the same name in both versions of the show, I might add. But, yeah, he looks really nice. He's actually my favorite Guardian on the show. Yeah, now I'm going to show you the super armored version. Or not super armored version, but the armored version. So for the armored version of Eurus, we get 2 1x1 silver plates, 2 1x2 silver plates, another laser lance, one of these, 2 1x2 clear plates, and a 1x1 stud with, or a 1x1 round with studs on both sides. Now, alright, sorry about that cutout. It's just for me setting down my camera. I'm using an iPhone, so there's, you know, when you press the volume button, it stops or starts recordings, takes pictures, etc. I accidentally hit the volume button. But now, let's build on Guardian Eurus. Of course, to start, what we're going to do is we're going to remove his laser lance. And then attach a 1x2 clear to his shield, and your second 1x2 clear on the back on his wings. Next, what you do is you take the 1x2s in silver, attach those to his legs, and then attach these to the shoulders. I'm just going to set that off to the side. For this next part, we take this, which sort of looks like a clear torch, take the 1x1, attach the 1x1, take these, you know, the laser lances, attach those to the top and to the bottom, making sure that the handles both stick out to the outside, and then just put that the double laser lance thing in his hand. So here we have Guardian Eurus. He looks amazing. I think he looked better in his original form, but this still looks pretty nice, of course. Message, I know. Okay. So, yeah. Here we have Eurus, and now I'm going to take a quick break, and then I will get back to Grayden. And lastly, we have Grayden. Now, Grayden is some kind of maybe cat thing who is made out of a quadrupedal brick, and his tail is really heavy, and this thing can't support it. But he looks pretty nice. There's not much to say about him. He's sort of one of those background type characters who's more of like he's sort of just like a foot soldier, I guess is the best way to describe it. But now, his quote-unquote armored mode is actually really simple. Each piece of the armor is like 3 pieces. It's a 1x2 with studs on both sides, silver hook thing, and a 1x1 plate. You just make 4 of these and attach them to his legs. It's very simple. And it just sort of makes him look a bit taller, maybe a little more menacing, I guess. Still doesn't really, it's sort of, I guess the back pieces here sort of help a little bit with the weight distribution issue. But there's almost no way that he's going to be able to stand unless you do a lot of fiddling. Also, I recommend if you're going to bend the tail, curving it off to the side. But, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for Grayden. Thank you for watching. This has been LEGO King 70, and this has been my review of Ionix Tenkai Knights Action Pack, set 10508. Bye!